Franco just mentioned our background a while ago, our backdrop, and I thank him very much, sir. As you look at the bottom, you will see all these many sports that we will be touching on the real sports starting today. So we have 3 of them organized already. We have track and field that we were doing from last year and the year before. Now we're starting football, and we are looking to do netball. Probably start netball next week. So we have those 3 organized already. And our aim is to lend our voices and expertise, which we have a lot of in the Caribbean space. Because really, apart from track and field, we are woefully behind everything else. And football, which we love so much, is in a total dive to the bottom. I don't even see any branch along the way that we can grab on pan and try to pull ourselves back up. So one time somebody told me say I shouldn't talk because I'm not doing anything about it. So I can start do something about it now. So here we go. What we're going to be doing is a lot of different things, but mainly talking about and getting expertise about the structure of the game, what we should do, what we're not doing right, things that are, woefully wrong, and put our ideas out there. Hopefully, some people will listen, and probably we can get some changes made. So that's the basic overview of what we're trying to do here. So I just want to ask everybody to introduce themselves, and then I will start off. Starting with Franco on my right here.
I'm on your right. I'm on your right.
I'm on
Franco. We call it now Franco from the Real Stuff podcast, from Reggae Nostalgia Internet Radio. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we need more.
Yeah, man.
Oh, football wise. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Everything for me is farmer. Farmer. Let me start out with the community when we started play with. Farmer St. Annie's community dynamic science footballer. Farmer St. Andrew Technical. Farmer Cavalier. Where else been a Farmer Seneca player. Everything as I say is farmer. Farmer Kickers United in the US. And farmer coach of Sam Watkins United, we call it youth team. And that's it.
All right. Dick, are you going to say something?
Yeah, like Franco, football been my pet sport, love it. But short career is amazing to me. Well, when you went talk about farmer, you have farmer Camperdown, Manning Cup player, minor league player, Wellington Town. Short career. But within the career, Division 1 player, Lucas, Division 1 player, Cavaliers, Division 1 player, Mona. And as I say, short career in that 20 years old and achieve all of that. So you figure it out. But anyhow, love the football and would like to see progress and willing to help in any way and contribute whatever little knowledge or whatever ideas. Basically, that's it.
Don is in, but we still don't have any audio on Don. Franco, you want to try talk to him now, Franco, and see if we can help him out there?
I was
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
go
link
on,
him up.
Frank.
I was trying to link him up on WhatsApp.
Yeah, try again now, because he just
But
came back in, you know. He came back in with video.
Oh, Dan?
Yeah, but no audio.
So accept him. You accept the video part of not see him.
He's back out now. He went back out.
All right. Let me call him.
Yeah. You were saying something, Dicko? Courtney?
Yeah, well, as everybody's talking about football, well, we're all farmers. Farmer football, start in a minor league, Jonestown, club Paisley United, school Kingston Tech, Gitmo. Well, I played practice Division One matches for YM, but I had left and went to Gitmo, so play football in Gitmo. I like a football here and there, not anything major because, at the time there was too much politics in the football in Jamaica, when I came back from Gitmo. So, basically just leave it, Well, play for Government, just, a few matches. Just love the sport and, we just really come more to listen and, basically to contribute, whatever I can, from the knowledge that I have of the game. But, as everyone else, love the game very much and would love to see some improvement, especially in Jamaica.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, football has been, a major part of my life, all my life. Stopped playing when I was about 55. And I've played in Jamaica in the first division, what they would call Premier League now, and played at the same level in Canada for quite a while. Been coaching for a very, very long time also, both in Jamaica and in Canada. And with us here, of course, we'll be inviting other people episode by episode. But even as we speak now, we have probably nearly 150 years experience of playing and watching and coaching. So we should have something positive to say about the game, something very positive. And we're going to be looking specifically on Caribbean football, starting with Jamaica. We know in the early days, Jamaica was very good. The whole spirit of the game, people love the game, spectators, people will leave anything to watch a good football game. Not so anymore. Schoolboy football used to be huge, although we have more schoolboy football now, from prep school, primary school, all kind of schools coming right up to senior. But I don't see the love for the game. A good judge of that is originally when you're driving through any part of Jamaica, you can't see an empty space of grass or even dirt without football playing. No, you can drive miles and don't see a football game anywhere. And I think that is one of the things then that we need to look at.
So, wouldn't you say that the lack of interest have a lot to do with the administration and 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 the institutional body, because they're not promoting the game. I mean, I think like minor league football, a lot of us who used to play the game come through that sector of football in Jamaica, minor league. Even if you never play major league, but you play that youth football. Where is minor league? We still have minor league in Jamaica?
I don't think so.
From what I know, no, it gone.
Yeah.
Secondary school football also gone because secondary schools are now high school. And I think, all of that should have been there still. The reason why I say that is because I look at it as a transition. When you're a youth and you play youth football, when you start off from primary school, you go secondary school, you play secondary school football, and right there, so your interest, become more. You want to do more, and then community football, minor league come into play. So you play minor league, and then from minor league, you start off hope. Yes, if we play minor league, maybe we can go to one of these high school or technical school and play football from this, and maybe one day play major league. And I think all of that gone, the aspiration, the inspiration, all of that gone for the youths, them who play football.
Let me tell you. My personal view of the whole thing, you have to look at a number of things, right? One is that in our early days, we didn't have all that much competition. Not competition, football, but competition against football or any sport at all, or anything at all. Now, a lot of the young ones are gravitating to video games and stay inside and not outside, and which is of course totally unhealthy for the country. And then you have some that are moving to newer, less popular games. You have a lot of them now. So there's more choices now than there were before. But your point is totally correct. But even I think there's a bigger point to it, and especially why the football is so poor, is that at no point in time have we, right now, are we giving the youngsters the time to play and to develop themselves as a player. From before them start play, they are being coached. And I think it's a major negative part of the football game. Because, you have coach for everything, every level, from prep school, primary school, even below that. So people would like to go out there. A lot of these youths would love to go out there and just play, just have fun. But the earliest introduction to the game is under some supervision. And I think that is turning off a lot of the youths them, because they are not allowed to play. They can't get enough touches off of the ball because the coach keep telling them 2 touch, 1 touch, 3 touch, whatever. Restrictions before they even develop. My personal view is that football, like every other sport, is inside of you. And you must be given a chance to get it out. Before you get out what's inside of you, there's somebody telling you what you must do. They are putting in as opposed to letting you take it out. It's much easier to correct something that is coming out that the coach don't like or is a bad practice. But when you start putting in, then you're not allowing the natural the naturalness of what you have inside of you to come out. And that's why people saying, yeah, people are saying, oh, we don't have no more of this kind of player. Oh, we don't have no, you know. When the last time the world, you know, creates like a George Best or somebody like that, because the use them not being allowed to play.
I hear Dan voice.
Okay.
Dan.
Franco, you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Introduce yourself.
yeah.
Everybody I hear.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome, Dan. So
I don't know where the Franco. We could have it here.
yeah, man, no
You're
problem.
good now, man. You're great.
Franco?
You're great. Yeah, man. You're good. You're good.
Before I continue, just introduce yourself, Dan, and tell people, you know, a little bit about you and the football.
All right, my name is Dan Van Wright. I'm from Jamaica originally. Came to the UK. Yeah, just go through the process of their qualification and achievement. So I have achieved all the qualification available to me up here, except 2 of them. And those 2 now, you have to be working within the club on a full-time basis, because they have changed the protocol, because I feel them shaking the tree. They are shaking the tree to shake out who they want to shake out and keep who they need to keep.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Hello?
So how long you been
Franco?
playing?
Yeah, man.
How long you been playing and how long you been coaching?
Franco?
Yeah. How long you been playing, Dan? How long you coaching?
And coaching.
Franco?
Yeah, man. We hearing you, Dan.
I thought, yeah, so those 2 qualifications is the UEFA Pro, and there's one now what they have in Europe. All of those except that one. The Advanced Youth Award is mainly you get a specific age group. So you cover the age group between 5 and 21. So at 17, that's where the elite, they look at the elite players to 21. So to get in that program, when you get in that program, you choose 5 to 11, 12 to 16, and 17 to 21. But when you do the course itself, it's 1, 2, and 3, and then you have to take an exam to get that full award. And that is from 5 to 21. I have covered those, but as I said, I'm not working at the professional club full time. But you get training on those as well, but not intensive. And have a science degree plus a postgraduate degree in science as well, and work at various levels, grassroots, semi-pro, professional. I work with both sexes. So I work with girls, boys, different age, and at senior level, ladies and men. So at the moment, my main duty right now is development. So I did 1.5 years at a semi-pro, then I did a couple months at couple premiership club. So that experience with me now give me an insight of different way the clubs run, plus the training, how it differ from grassroots, semi-pro, Division 2, Division 1, the championship and the premiership. So that's my background, and but I feel much better at this moment now that I've covered this ground and I've covered at every level. So it prepares me now to work at our level from grassroots. But I believe grassroots level is the most important thing to the kids' development. I was listening to what Flavor was saying. Yes, you have to allow them to play, because the academy, that's my opinion, working in the academy It's to me, it's a regimental. And I say regimental, just like the army. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. It's not let the kids play because at that level, they are preparing you to a higher level. So they are spending this money. So you know what? We are telling you what to do. This is what we want you to do. I believe at the fundamental level, the kids should not just play football alone, which they are now looking at it up here now. The kids them in the academy now, them don't just play football, play sports related. So you look at volleyball, tennis, basketball, netball. And the coaches now, what they are accepting at the academy to work in the academy with the kids now, they cannot just come into the academy now with football as a qualification. They have to cover more sports. So it's changing a lot. You have to be all around. So you find it now, PE teachers, if they are interested, they will get that opportunity now. So that's my background.
Wonderful. Don is one of the most qualified coach anywhere, anywhere in the world. I mean, Don
Yeah.
has a master's degree in coaching, not just football coaching, but
Franco?
coaching in general.
Yeah.
Coaching in general. So, you know, as part of our team here, you can see, you know, we have a lot of expertise, and we're going to put it out on the and they're out there for everybody. I myself, I have, along with Franco, we have designed and written a new brand playing system, far superior, we think, than any system that is going on now.
Mm. Hey,
Somebody have a phone ringing.
mm.
Yeah, and we're gonna
Hey,
give you,
Flav.
yeah,
No. Go on.
yeah, and we're gonna give you a little taste of it as we go on. But back to my introduction. Apart from not allowing the kids to play, like Dan say, it's a regiment. And if you,
Mm-hmm.
it's like joining a political party where you cannot put your opinion out there. It's the opinion of the leader, and you have to follow that, toe the line with that, and that is what is happening to the youths. That's why we can't get any great players anymore, any nice players, and players that people would want to go and watch. In fact, there's no player right now, especially in Jamaica, that anybody want to go and watch. None. No name can be called. And I was saying,
None whatsoever.
and I must say this. There are a lot of things I can say this morning, so I can do the bulk of the talking. But another part that guides me and people should understand what I'm talking about. If you say to anybody, anywhere, any age, which was the greatest schoolboy football team in the world? I mean, in Jamaica.
Mm.
And there's only one answer. Kingston College 1964 and 65 team.
Mm.
How many years that now? You know, so it's enough years that.
50 odd years that no.
Yeah, the years that. So it shows that the football is not improving. That team beat every team, including first division teams in Jamaica at that time. And we haven't come close since. We have not come close since. And during that period of time, coming right up to now, we have a number of players that people will want to go to the stadium or wherever, to the club to watch. It was a similar thing in cricket. There was a spell where we had so many great cricketers in Jamaica that people leave them dinner, leave everything, leave them breakfast, leave them wife, or them carry them wife with them, just to go and watch these players. sad to say we don't have any in cricket anymore, at least now, and we definitely don't have any in football. And I think it's because we kind of bully how the players should react as opposed to allowing them to play.
Flavor.
Yeah.
What you just know, the development. I don't know, as I say, come down and I say, see the football and talent-wise, I can put my hand up. We have more talent than to me. As I say, as my opinion. We have more talented player within Jamaica than up here. The difference is at certain age, when I came down there, I was watching different age group. And we seems to, I don't know if it's a policy within the JFF, but we seems to make all the kids them, that's what I see, play with a size 5. I see small kids playing 11v11, where the developments, if you're playing age 7, 8, that's not 11 aside. The type of ball they use, it's not a size 5.
Size
So
4.
certain aspect of how they do the development with the kids them, it's a JFF to set that rule. You know what? This is the age group, and what them do up here now to develop the kids even more. How you see them, maybe the Manning Cup and stuff, the players come off, cannot go back on up here to age 16, almost 18. A player can on and off as much time, because the first 20 minutes, him gonna do have a bad game. You don't know what's troubling him. Him watch the game, you put him on. So it's subs on. So when I came up here and see it, I was saying to myself, to one of the coaches, why is that? We don't have that in the Caribbean. He must say, no. Why the sense of going to take a play off? Suppose 20 minutes to pull him off. Him going to sit on that bench right through the, so it's on and off, on and off. I get used to it now, because at first I couldn't adapt to it. Because if you send out a strong team and them playing good, I said, no, I don't want. But for the club, the manager, so no, all the kids have to, them in the club, them have to have a go. So I get used to it now.
Let me address that, Dan. But before we go to that, let me just close two more points. One is that what is happening now in Jamaica is that from a baby is born and mostly boy, the father or mother or whoever buy them boots, shorts, shirts, and whatever. So in them young stage, their foot physically never touch a ball. So they don't know the feel of a ball. And that's why most of them can't control the ball, because they're not used to the ball. Them start too early with all the things that the pros have. We used to play some dirt and whatever, and always barefoot. So we know the ball feel like. We know how to kick the ball with our barefoot. So that is a major thing that we're not doing. The next thing that we have not put any effort at all, any money at all on, is creating good pitches for the youth to play on. That's a huge thing. I mean, even at club level, the fields are so poor. And I think if we're going to go into football, and like in Jamaica, they say we want to entertain professional football, if you watch it on TV, you cry, because the way the field look, you don't want to watch it. So you can't get a good bounce, the ball don't roll. All these things are very, very, very important things that we haven't really looked at. We haven't spent any money. But as far as your point now, Dan, let me tell you, the culture is a winning culture. And we are at a stage where two people that I have problem with. the coaches and the headmasters of schools, they are not necessarily in tune to the development of the youth or the player. They are into winning. Winning bring prestige to them school. So even if the players they can't play and them go there and do pure rubbish, as long as they're winning, that is fine. And the coaches now have taken over everything. They want all the praise. They're not. First time coaches were kind of in the background a little bit. Now the coaches are up front more than the players. To a point where your coaches say, well, it's my players these, you know. You might own the players them. And back to your argument again, Dan, we have not had or probably don't know how to prepare a player's development life cycle. We have not worked that out.
Yeah, but sorry for cut you, but as I was saying with the development, yeah, you touch on some good point there. But the thing we can understand is you say the countries have a winning mentality. Well, we know that. But is it about the short term develop? It's about the short term or about the long term? Put in a process where we continue success just like the athlete. Or is it just, as I say, if we think on just winning, it's about we are about the players them. So we have to just categorize it now. We are we are putting on a program. Flavors?
Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah. What we're going in it? It's about we, or is it about the players? Is it about their development, their involvement? So when I won't call where I went, but
anyway,
the social
Dan,
aspect.
I can tell you categorically, it's not about the players. It's about the coaches and the head of the schools.
But it's not about the coaches. It's not about the coaches.
Right now
when
it
enough
is.
People don't coaches.
Right now it is. Let me tell you. Right now it is. And what is happening again is that the head of the football or whatever, from time to time, they arrange some coaches clinics, and people get certain qualification, and they are big deals. These people don't sit down and work with a thing for themselves.
Flavor. Yes,
Dan.
Yeah.
I was in a space one time, and this coach almost talking about his halls and rooms and corridors and all these things. That's why I'm telling the kids them, 15, 16-year-old. So them go to these courses and get these terminologies, and that is what I'm letting go upon the youth them. And youth them don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but when you go, but the thing is, when you go on courses, as I say, I can put up my hand, I go on a lot of courses, and I went on a FIFA one. Just go watch it. And the courses in Europe, I mean Europe, I mean the UK, I mean Germany, Portugal, Spain, the top clubs them and the top. When you go on those courses, it's not about how your coach, which was surprising to me. It's about how you make those kids learn.
Of course.
It's not about you. You can go there and put out those drills. It's those kids learning. So them bringing a 4-prong thing for the players them. And we as coaches up here, we have to work with that to the T, because if you don't work with it to the T, so the individual learning plan, you speak about that. That is a must. you have to do a player's profile. And you have to do
Mm-hmm.
every season you start, the players have to set goals. So you look for them personal goal, them career goal, and the team goal. So you want to see, and they with what we do in one of the club, they write why you want to play. We want to play football. Give me an insight. So we are looking how they communicate. So we have 4 aspects: the social, the psychological, the technical aspect of it. And at certain age, we don't cover all 4. We only cover like the social. And then now the thing what was really impressed with that. You have a characteristic when you're coaching at the different age group. So when I'm working with grassroots and say me I oversee our next coach, you can take him exam. Me I look, oh, him have to know from age 6 to 11 what the characteristics of those players. You know what I'm gonna do? How them react. Them don't want to pass. So those things the coach. So when you set the drills and you say, no, that is characteristic. One thing more selfish, you have to deal with that and you try and work around it because all of them, one thing, everybody cover the ball. So them we cover 5, 6 to 11. And then we know the characteristic. And then when we go to 12 to 16, we are looking at things like peer pressure, girls, schoolwork. So we have to cover all of those, what the kids them going to. When them reach 17, going to 21 of them at the elite level, we even look at more.
Yeah,
So the social aspect, we have to cover all of those, plus the psychological part. And we look on the psychological part, we still not look on the technical and tactical part at them as it do. And then we cover a thing named the environment, putting the environment right. Then we do the practice. So we cover from 5 to 16, we are develop the environment. And the environment is, are they comfortable in the environment? Are they socializing with each other? Because we make sure, so we have days when them have to do a lot of teamwork as that age there, how them cooperate. So as me say, I came up here and what I cover really opened my eye to see what them have a thing named EPPP. So there is a whole heap of thing when it comes to the coaching aspect, which as I say, I was really, really glad I got that opportunity, come up here and cover all aspects from 5-year-old to 21, and then it's still senior, and then the senior at the highest level, which opened my eye to see different things.
The players are center stage, Like when I was in Canada, I did a lot of courses to the highest level, to the national level. And from you seeing how they do the things, you understand, you see the difference immediately. Because to start a coaching program in Canada, you have to pass a referee's program. You have to be a qualified referee. And you have to pass a sports medicine thing. So when you go out there, you know the game and you know the body of the people. If something happen, you know what to do and whatever. And then you have the coaching parts, and then you have the whole psychology and all that, and then you have the football part. And in my time, it was in the 70s, the person in charge was one of FIFA top coaches, Eckhard Krautzen from Germany. And it, you have to go through that sequence. Right now in Jamaica, I think anybody can, when a course come up, anybody can just go do a course.
No, but still, flavor. Yeah, fair enough. But when I come down there, I was lucky enough, really, really lucky. And I was I went on a course. I was really, really lucky. So I went on the course and I was just got there because I'm really, it was good. It was up it's Mona, them have the
Yeah,
something
man.
Borrell. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
Captain
went up
Lawrence
there,
World.
I boarded for 1 week, work, and I did something. And when I say I did something, I was really surprised. I was working, I won't call it school name. They was doing fitness in the school, and they was doing a lot of things, it was really good.
Okay.
But one morning, I went and those players came. And when the players came down, I was standing, and two of them was changing, putting on them boots. And I said to them, "Good morning, how your weekend?" And to my surprise, the players them look at me. No, him look at me good, and I said to him, "Good morning, how was the weekend?" So them look at me, and one of them said to me, which really shook me. He said to me, "You don't coach down here." So when him said that, I kind of take back. I kind of really take back because I wasn't thinking to get that answer. So I
your
started
weekend.
reflect. No, so him said when him said that to me, I said to him, "Why you say that? I love to know how does a weekend you." Him said, "But no, you don't coach on here." So me laugh, and him said, "You coach here?" I said, "No." Him said, "Where?" So me explain to him. Him said, "No, the coach them don't question me and those things." Me said, "No, but I have to know you're coming to a training session. Want to know how the mind I think,
Free up my
how
mind,
the
yeah?
weekend.
Yes.
If you have a good weekend, so if you have a good weekend, because you even more time you work with my players, me and them with the kick-ups. If you cannot get in those players' mind, make them feel comfortable, come sit down and speak with you." I couldn't believe when they play, and I, I was speaking to him, two of them speaking to me. When them have them break, them come sit down with me and say, "So what's it like up here?" I say, "It's not different. The only different I can see is the facility. We have brilliant facility, but don't feel it's every facility good. The grassroots, some Jamaican pitch better than it. Don't make nobody tell you say the facility at every level is good. Grassroots, you know what I'm going to do? I want to see if I can video with next game. I'm just video the, and you have to say, "Whoa, don't make anyone tell us say every facility up here is good. Grassroots level, not good. Schoolboy level, some of them depends on the school. At the professional level, no, from semi-pro go up, yes, but the grassroots level going up, no." So that's something that everybody do have in their mind. When the kids them play grassroots and them do get a chance to go at one of the academy, that's when them starts in the proper playing
That's like
surface.
name grassroots.
All right. So yeah. So
Anyway,
people may say,
Franco. Yeah.
anyway,
Eh?
anyway, I don't want between Courtney, Dico, and Franco make me and Dan just argue thing,
so no, then quoting the panther and I say,
Yeah, but if you not say the right thing, wow,
Jump in
conscious.
still, man. Jump in
Oh,
still. Jump in still.
no, no, no,
Courtney,
no, no, no,
Flavius, I
no.
did cut that.
When the
Flavius,
time
I did cut
come,
that to
Yeah.
me
when the
did
time
salad.
come.
Eh?
I did salad up at GSC the Saturday evening.
Who?
I did cut that to me did salad the Saturday evening up at GSC. I said, "Franco, be careful, you know.
Yes, same
That
Dico.
man will hurt you."
The great Dico, man. One of the greatest players I have ever played with and against. I can tell you.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah, Flavius.
you know some of the points that Dan touched on.
Yeah.
I would say growing up and playing minor league, I was fortunate in the sense that I never play in my community. I never play for the teams that were in my community, like Tivoli, Boystone, and Jonestown. Those were some of the teams where I could have got to. Cause they would want me to come play, but I
You are
never
a rebel.
wanted to because
You are a
I was
rebel.
looking at the political atmospheres at the time. It never lovely.
Oh yeah.
And I always say I don't want to play for none of them teams where people go and attach me to them. However, maybe touch back on secondary school football, and the reason why my development really started in secondary school. You hear me? As Dan mentioned, the grassroots, some of the grassroots feel them not lovely. It's true. That's why I named grassroots. I remember when I was a kid and I go to race course. The time when I used to go to race course, before I start playing over race course. The field them at the time was good. And then you have a little cricket pitch in the mid. Then put the cricket pitch in the middle. But it was one of the biggest field to me at the time. So when I look at all scenes, and I look at race course football field, I start playing upon all scenes, and it was one of those fields where I learned not to fall. You understand me? If you fall upon them field, you know, say you're cut up. Because of stone and battles. So if you fall upon them field, you're cut up. Going to race course now, it was big. It have grass, you know, like the outside edges them have grass where the goalkeeper area is, but in the middle it would empty because them have a cricket pitch in the middle. And you know, you did want to play upon some of them field, but the fields them now when me used to play upon when would make me really love, you know, want to go there so go play every Sunday was out of Georges, where them have the bottom fields them.
Yeah, man.
We used to go out there every Sunday with the guys them on the corner, right? And at the time now, I'm just in a 7th grade at secondary school. My development started with them guys there on the corner. Them showed me how to control the ball. Them showed me how to dribble. And them allow you to do, as a Flavius say, you know, them, you know, now them don't allow the youths them to bring out them talent, bring out them naturalists, you know, naturalism. Back then, yes. Secondary school, my development was you have to learn of from 7th to 8th grade. We had some of the most talented players, but we couldn't play for the school team at the time, St. Anne's, because the coach at the time he wanted big, strong, you know, guys for play. We the little maga skinny guys couldn't play, and we had the skill. And we made a vow. So when we reached 9th grade, most of them big boys they are gone. And the little ones that were there that we can control and overrun them. And it was by we going to all of these little fields where I tell you about Alcians, race course and out of Georges on a Sunday morning was like it's like the Guinness, out of Guinness, because the best field to us them time was Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
We never even think about stadium, because stadium was the highlight. Because the Manning Cup used to play in a stadium. So for we never had to think about stadium unless you could play Manning Cup or Major League or National League. So you see the aim and objective was there. You have to make sure say people see you from in the school, the early schoolboy era till when you can move up into like Major League, Manning Cup or Major League. Those were days of excitement because you see players, you used to see players like this morning I see a guy look like Dove Marston. I said to myself, oh my God, that Dove was one of the most talented midfielder I see back then. You understand me? You'd have another guy where them used to call him we used to call him again, he used to play for Santos. Me either call him name the other day Flavius. I tell you say he was one of the midfielders that we used to see when him play.
Guto.
Eh?
Guto.
Go to.
No Goto, man. I
No
think
Guto.
a Puskas them call him.
Yes, oh,
Yeah,
Puskas.
man. Smith, Carlton Smith. Yeah, Puskas.
Dan
Yeah,
Smith.
yeah,
Him
man.
are the first man me say I play football and the game I run and him just push off the ball and just walk and I look around him. I say, what them there? You understand me? It was a pleasure to go see them guys that play upon a Sunday evening, wherever them a play. It's like them time they think about no war, because even though you did have the little political fiction go on, but you could have said, boy, me I go a camp go watch Boy Stone and Soldier, or me I go a camp go watch Mona against you just because each teams have good players back then. And you can say, boy, I go down so I go watch Nascimento because me know the man them will over Nascimento I play, see them I go play Santos this evening, see I go see good football, Them days they're not dead anymore. Because I think personally we should never cut out secondary school football. Minor league should never stop playing. All of them things there are development for the youths them. It's a transition. I transit from primary school to secondary school football, from secondary school football to Manning Cup, you know. Because at the time, scouts from all of these Manning Cup teams used to come watch secondary school footballers. And you know you have to shine in order to get through, you know, for go to these schools. But everything doesn't exist no more.
Okay, gentlemen, I listen to you and I come to a conclusion and I've agreed most of the points on I say. But the thing is, if you notice, you know, we keep talking about the feeding program and not the major league. And this is the mistake the Jamaican people are making and the authorities them. They are try to build the thing from the top. They are go overseas and import this person and bring this person and build up a team from the top. While if you notice, our argument right here so is at the grassroots. You know, it's at the bottom.
Is this Courtney? Is this Courtney?
No, that's Dico.
Dixon.
Dixon. Nico?
Yeah.
Nico?
Yeah.
It's man, you see what you just said? The amount of people me and them kick off over here. And you know what hurt me? And I'm disappointed. And I challenge any players from over here. This player got the opportunity to play for the UK, them own Jamaica. You have, if I was close to that shit, I get into so much argument. We do not need no overseas player. Barely, yes. If I play for Jamaica already and play at schoolboy level, yes, I don't have nothing against that. But if it bring someone because them parents or them grandparents is Jamaican and you don't see them ability and you bring them the country to play for what? So what about what happened to the premiership? Yes, so I will shake you and yeah, I will beside you. So put
Yeah,
100
all right.
with that.
All right. Well, as I say, right, the thing is, our problem is, if you look on the track and field system, them have a feeding program, you know, and that's why we have the Bolts and the Blakes, because the feeding program feed them and bring them right up. So the football now, that's where it's lacking. It's the grassroots, the down at the stage, the minor league, as they say, what you got missing. All of that is what we need to get going and correct and get it right. So that you can have a feeding program into Manning Cup into whatever, Manning Cup and the Costa Cup into the Premier League. Yeah. So that is what the problem is. The problem is in the feeding program. We need to work on it and get it right. Get something like how you have the track and field feeding program set up, where it them come up right through the ranks and go on to professional or whatever. That is where the mistake is. And listen to the whole we talk or everybody talk. Everybody is down in another stage there and I attack it and I say this missing and that missing and that. And I'm not so right. That is what the problem is. That is what we need to correct.
Okay, I want to make a point, and this point is a huge point, and a lot of people probably would not agree with me, but again, make it anyway because I think it needs to be made. Our major problem in Jamaica, one of them, is that we don't have any belief that Jamaica can be a football country, because it is not now. If you hear people talk, and this hurts me every time, you have clubs and all the academies and whatever, and they have one aim. You know what aim is? That aim is to get, no, not yeah, but that aim is to get even one player that they can sell overseas. Nobody with a club has come up with the whole belief that my club at one point in time, sometime in the future, I must be able to call Liverpool for a game and them come. We don't have that mindset. It's to get a one player that can play for Liverpool or Manchester City or whatever, and we have achieved greatness. So nobody is into developing the sport in Jamaica. And that is where we have lost it. Everybody is like, you know, the whole, I look at the whole, what is happening in the world with the football now. It goes back to the colonialism where the people usually come and take with sugar and with banana and go on with it for little money. Now they're taking the footballers from Brazil, from Argentina, whatever, and make Europe a powerhouse. So everybody clamoring to go there. No, probably not clamoring to stay and build. So at one time in life, we can have a team that can rival any team. In 1998, when Jamaica went to the World Cup, or achieved the chance of the World Cup, I was in that night. I was in a place with some friends, some journalists, and other people, and I said to them, "This should never have happened. Again, it's going to push our football 50 years back, and everybody going to kill me."
I know them disagree with you.
I say, why? I say, because you cannot, like Dico just said a while ago, you cannot build from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time you clean off the top, you know, you have to build another set from the top. Because you're not building from the bottom to come up. So you will always have. And I realized from there, I realized I was totally wrong. Because it hasn't pushed our football 50 years back. It's more like 100 years.
Like it never started.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Flavius. Yeah, what I just like to something, just listening to the whole argument and developments, one thing that we miss, coming back from, I just come back from just the 60s then, coming through the 70s, is the cultural mindset,
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying.
And the love of the game. Because,
we're not only not building enough. Everybody want piece of the pie. From Harborview, St. Bibi in England, everybody goal is to be able to send somebody. Yeah, carry on, Courtney.
Yeah. What I'm saying, just going back to the 60s, and we'll talk about the development and all of that. But what we didn't mention is the cultural mindset during that era.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because, growing up in the 60s and the 70s, there was even just a love for the game. There was no like material interest and all of that.
Oh yes.
So, you see what is happening, the atmosphere was totally different. So youth are like, just using back, my example growing up then and playing football, when I grew up in Almontown, partial, and then Jonestown. So I always have race course. And when you go to race course, any given time, you know what I mean, you see about 20 to 30 different games are played. Different places are race course, games are played. So, you can leave and play one team or others and go back and say, well, you lose, you go and you play all the next team. And so you'll go race course and leave. If you go race course on a Sunday, if I go race course Sunday morning, I don't go home till dinner time. I don't eat breakfast. When I eat anything till I go home back in the evening. And it's football I play all day Sunday.
Sunday morning football, race course, Georges, Kensington. Everywhere have Sunday morning football. Nicest football ever played.
Right. So
that is what I'm missing. That is what I'm missing, As I say, the grassroots is what the problem is. They need to work on it, get it right, get it set up, and start to feed the Premier League and the Manning Cup. That is what the problem is, the feeding tree. Them need to get it right though.
and just look up
But when they're doing the
in those
grassroots,
years.
hold on, when they're doing the grassroots, Dico, they have to do the grassroots without the coaches. The coaches
Yeah,
are
then that was
crumbling.
it.
Yeah,
The Sunday man in football, it never ever have referee. It never ever have
nothing.
referee. He was the one referee.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, so I'll get back to the point to tell you that the teams of the 60s, 70s, even up to 80s, they never have no overseas player.
No.
There was no need for that because you have so many people, you know what I mean, so many people are players where, Bob, you know what I mean, you could have just choose from. Because, I mean, right, the team will go World Cup then in 1998. In the 60s, them could have, I don't think them could have beat a good first division team.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you.
Because, all right,
Let me tell you.
yeah, think more like some first division team, all right, like, think more on a team like Santos then.
Mm-hmm.
But
In the days that Skill Cole, Chicken Mason, the Blair them,
Lardy, Naya Shire.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Them 1998 players could have played against them
Cartel
in
player.
them prime. Them couldn't play against them.
They couldn't play against our team, Dico. We can tell you that.
Yeah, so the point is this, that as I say, and I agree with earlier on, because all of these players now, them come up from through the grassroots system, I play street football, I play all kind of football, play football everywhere. So, you know, and as I said, in most cases, in those early days, without coaches. So what happened? You develop, as you said, that innate skill, you know, and that creativity. Because if what you know, I agree with the point that you make, that early coaching kind of stifle that kind of creativity
Yeah, man.
in a football. So you know, say people, you know, saying nowadays, if you watch a football closely, you know, say people with natural creativity,
No.
Yeah, it's something where them go practice. Oh yeah, Cruyff used to do this. The man used to do this. That's why one of the players that you respect in this era, was Ronaldinho.
Oh yeah, genius man.
Yeah,
Genius.
because when you look at Ronaldinho, you see the natural skills, but street football skills, everything. The man take the football out of the street of Brazil and put it on the big stage. So what is happening now? All right, you move on to the whole thing about academies. What academies are teaching? Because we watch some example of a coach show some things what I'm doing in them academy. Yeah, it must say, well, I ask you, show me the Cruyff, show me this, show me the Ronaldo, show me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
All
go
right.
on Google, if you go on Google, you can find the whole of them.
Yeah.
Them literally program the youth, them, Them, it's
Yeah.
not, as you say, it's not unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like them
that's the point we're
program.
gonna get at. Because all right, if you
Yeah,
program a player that way, it's easy for program a defense against that.
Of course.
yeah, them program.
But
Well, I
the
can tell
football
you,
and about
I
football
can tell
again,
you,
a
I can
business.
tell you clearly, I have never thought out or decide before and how I can beat a player, It just happened. It just happened. The situation just, it just come out of you. Just come out of you. But these guys, them have to step over because that them say this one do step over and them have to do this. Nothing natural. That's why the thing looks so cryptic. And that's why them give Ronaldo the Ronaldo out there a cryptic name. Them give him a robot name because him play like a robot. And people don't want to watch that. People want to watch some smooth, nice, as them say for Brazil, original Brazil,
Well,
samba,
yeah,
samba.
you have to know what so doesn't. I'm not bashing Jamaica, and I know Jamaica. I love Jamaica to death, and I will love see the football development. But don't the organization have a body who come together and put together programs? And when I mean program, I mean program starting from primary, because we have to look at the primary first. So doesn't they have a program where they have a league, even like a small development league in primary school, proper playing surface, and you start from there. Now we can identify some of the kids. But I just
Them
believe
need to
they
have,
should have
I'm telling you, them need to have some free football playing again. That's what Dick was saying. There's no free football playing. Every football is being monitored and controlled. So nobody again, the goodness of the football that can come out of any player.
Hold on, look. It kill the football. It kill cricket too, you know. You remember I used to play
Same way.
the street cricket, the ball for bat, the catch a shubby, whatever you want to call it, on the street, in your backyard. You don't see that no more. So you don't get that natural talent coming through.
It is naturally it's naturally dead, and it has been dead for some time now. Cricket and football, dead. Simple. What we need, let me tell you,
why?
really need, hold on. What we need some caregivers as opposed to coach. We'll watch the players them at a certain playing some free football and can look and say, well, call the players and say, you know, if you do this instead of that, you know, check it out and see what the outcome is. Something like that. That's what we need. But the coaches, like you said, Dan, it's a regiment. These guys in charge. And you can't put your right foot when they want you put your left foot. And that is killing everything. I remember at some time ago, you know, they had a discussion with Garfield Sobers, and they were telling about authentic stroke. And him say, that don't exist. Because what might be authentic for you is not for the next man. You have to allow the people them to go out there and bat. But you can tell them, say, they must step forward, they must push them forward, and they must this and that. And them end up getting bold every time. So we can't make no runs. And we are basically the laughing stock of the world now in cricket. And once, when we never had coaches, West Indies never have a coach. And them paying millions of dollars for coaches and coaching now. And we can't make 100 runs. Because, like Nico say, when you play a ball for batting, you know, a man really a fling after your shin and your ankle, you know. So the only thing you have in your hand is your bat. So you have to defend yourself with your bat. From these youth born, them buy them pads, them buy them gloves, them buy them bat. So them don't develop nothing natural. And the first thing you do with them, you tell them the fear of the ball hitting them. So them bat afraid. Can't make runs if you bat afraid. Simple.
Hey, if you bowl a bounce off of Richard Zed or Sobers or one of them, you know, it's 4 runs, you know.
Or 6. And them never wear helmets.
So it's like the more you attack them is the more runs, you know.
Yeah, man, Roy Fredericks. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Any one of them. But you see, is a natural. It's like you said, Flavius, is a natural. It's not something that was taught to them. It's a natural, and this is where we fall down. We need to bring out the natural. There's one of the coaches on this podcast. I hear him say him come to Jamaica and him say talent, and I see talent too because I watch youth them and I say if I ever get them 3 youth there, them youth there when I done with them. You can imagine a coach that tell a forward say dribble going to the area. Because once him going on here and him start dribble them down, you know. Them either have to go and foul him or something. But
of course.
No, play 2 touch. Pass it off. No, the youth need to do what him best at.
Yeah, of course.
You need to bring it out of him. Make it come out of him. If you tell you'll have him selfish, Maradona, Curve, Di Stefano, Best, what? Selfish, them are selfish players. Them is all talented players.
Of course.
And this is what we need. We need to bring out the raw, natural talent out of the people, out of the youth, and then we can start put it together.
But I guess something because during the time, you know, I saw Trinidad as a football country that we just raw talent, you know. And they have some teams in Toronto where I used to play against and whatever, you know. I could not understand the level that player football is right now, you know. Them and Jamaica and Haiti used to play some breed of football. And we just bring ourselves down to nothing. You know, we become civilized in football now till we can't play. Civilized in football. Because when you look at the 98 team, although we only had 4 people, and then after that we decide say why the team played well because of those 4 people and not because of the foundation of the other 7 people that were on the team. And it's only one person I respected and those people who came, and even including all the ones that have come after, is Dan Burton. You know why I respect Dan Burton? You know why I respect Dan Burton, Dan?
Yeah, can give back and him down to with everyone though.
No. He was the only player that came and is still coming that had a chance to play for England based on his age. He was only 20. He could have waited out and try and play for England. And he came. So I give him great respect. All the other ones who came and progressed because they played in the World Cup.
They must reject.
No, not only reject. None of them has come back.
No, but them reject. Them get reject from them country. I know what hurt me. I'm most disappointed with the federation when them call Anthony. And no, I know say we no me not hear this, you know. Him turned down Jamaica twice, you know. If the federation would talk, him turned down Jamaica twice, and the reason why he did it, he was on the verge. Him only up to Jamaica when him say, you know what, the opportunity gone. And that it hurt me to how it hurt me, you know. When him come Jamaica and start play for we, you know, I was saying to myself, Father, why something can't make a next Jamaican get that opportunity? Because him come down there, him wasn't playing for the country, you know. Him come there proving system can play the World Cup. It wasn't about come play for Jamaica, you know. It's about being rejected.
Him just want to play the World Cup.
Yeah. It enhances his resume. I mean,
it must enhance his resume. See where some I don't know if
Franco.
See where some not starting.
Yep.
And this morning news.
No, trade him.
No, you know, you hear
him again, Franco.
You hear what him say?
The big
You hear what him say though?
Hold on.
Yeah, Dan. Let me hear Dan.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Anthony, you see, You see them one time where some say, you know what, I not feel say you see him remarks how quick him ready for jump the ship. You see how quick him say him want a next why you never want that next challenge when he was playing, and why you never push out to for push out before you say this. Yeah? So with him now, I as I say, him get the opportunity and him jump at it. But for we, not yet, come here, Jamaican, for the country, take somebody where to me we have much, much better player than him. You're gonna take somebody from Petersburg. You're gonna take somebody from there. So when we go watch those players, the last player, them say them all bring in. I said to my friend, I wonder for the same player we are watch what Jamaica got pick. You want to tell me, say, out of we don't reach 3 million yet. You want them out of the 14 Premiership club. We did not talk about Major League yet. We can't find 30 players, but better than these players with them are soccer because them playing a one league if the coach likes you and the coach said if you run like a robot, you run, and we can't find 30 players where we can work with them in a upper barrel, work with them for 6 months, get the sponsorship. They will cut it down to a final 20. You want to tell us we have that capability in the country with them assign specialist coach to work with these players.
Easily done easily.
We have it. Trust me, we have it. But is the coaches and the organizers? The coaches and the organizers, them don't think we have the kind of talent like, as you say, Antonio and whatever. All right, I'm going to show you we have it. Where Leon Bailey come from?
Jamaica.
We have the talent. We more than have the talent. Trust me, we have the talent.
But we have to spend time. They want a quick fix. We have to spend time with the players. Them. We have, it hurt me. That's me not like that about when me up here now. If somebody ever come to me and say, you know, say this thing, me say, you're me soon will come out. Me can't know say me and them have some arguments. I'm walk them out.
Dan, 2018, right? I look at the all Manning, all the Costa lineup, and I said to a football coach, in 2026, North America, I'm going to host the 2026 World Cup. So USA, Canada, and Mexico, all three of them will host the World Cup. And I said the players that were 2018, we play Manning Cup, all Manning Cup, all the Costa, all Manning. They can look on that line of players, that's set of players, and put them together in a camp every weekend until you can get, and build around them to represent Jamaica for the qualifying and see, if we can qualify, if we can go 2026 World Cup. And the man said to me, Franco, that's a good idea, but the administration now go do it. They're not going to spend the money to do that.
But Franco, the first thing Jamaica will look on, I may say it wrong, and people may not disagree with me. The first thing Jamaica will start look on is having a playing philosophy. And then them go to the clubs and say to the clubs, if we're playing 4-3-3, 3 or whatever, I'd like you to start the club. You can't tell the club how to do it now. But if you notice, majority of the club them within England play a 4-3-3. Majority club play a 4-3-3. So the players them adapt quickly. So if them all do a thing and them have to start have a set of core player. So maybe some club my core player and those players will play around, and fitting everybody. It can be a midfield, it can be a defender. So when you look on certain aspect of the game, you have to start understanding where is our strongest. Where are we strong enough? If it's a defender, listen, we know we defend is strong. So you know what? We're going to build our midfield around the defender. Then go to the forward. If our midfield is strong, we know so we are going to build around the midfield so the defender have to work just like the midfield. So if them not have that philosophy in them, head. Or we play a long ball, with the players that knows a long ball we play from the back, we play through the thirds. So if you don't have a philosophy where the players them are going and say, listen, don't business why now? We're not changing this now. We're not changing it. We are trying to work on this till we get it. We may lose 1 and 2 games. We may find it difficult sometimes, but at this we have philosophy and important role in how they develop the players them as well.
All right, them call the Jamaica team the Reggae Boys, you know, and I would like to ask the you know what it signifies, because if you when call a team the Reggae Boys to me, you're supposed to have some form of dance or entertainment or something or one, and them don't show you that flair. It not. This is why, as Flavius was saying, no, nobody now go watch the game. The game not attractive. It not have that glamour. A man can go home and say, boy, the game is nice, you know. Even though my team lose, boy, I enjoy the game. It don't have that. It don't have that. It don't have that inside it. And this is it. You need to, as a man, just don't say, you need to set a pattern, a style, a play, and know how.
You have to have that.
Whatever.
You have to have that.
You have to have it, and then everybody come and enjoy.
Because when Jamaica train, them should have some big box round the field and some reggae music at thump. That's where that should then say yes, you are now the Reggae Boys. Yeah, I agree with you completely. You have to show something.
We have to give them some time. Administration may get it right, you know. Maybe them I put something in place where
we need a new administration, boss. We need a new setup. We need people who love the game.
Dan, I am no longer waiting on them. That's why we start this program. So we can put our thing out there, because we get handle all aspects of the game. One of the main things that the people them don't understand, all these coaches who go into all these clinics and whatever. Management of the game. Them play the whole game the same way. And football cannot play like that. Football have to play in segments, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. If you're down or you're up, you must have strategy to deal with those situations. Them don't understand. That's what we call this, the art and science of winning football. Them don't understand, so you have science in it. And you have to have the art for the spectators them watch. We have to have the science too.
But flavors, you know what I say? I won't call the club name. I came down and I was invited on premiership game, which I know I said, no, it didn't happen. And I went to the game. Game was playing. I don't remember if that player was either I get injured, I was sub, and I was sitting in the stand with my friend them. We was discussing the game. And when I turned around, the player what was just playing, came off, and I see him come in the stand. So I was saying, so wait them now. With them protocol. I know what the player was in the stand doing. After I turned back around, I have to laugh. He was drinking rum. And I was saying to my friend, so wait, them have no protocol where no, miss, I couldn't believe he was throwing it in and the man a girl. I say, nah man, so the club now go find him. Them say you are a professional, you know. No, but me say number one, alcohol him a drink in the stand. Say that I saw the player just leave the pitch. Because I'm still not, I'm supposed to just know, so, you know, either I'm injured or I'm sub. If I'm injured, I'm going to change in room, go get some ice. If I sub, I'm going to go sit down on the bench the rest of play them till the game done. Come away from the players and go somewhere different. So I was laughing.
That's a big point. A big point.
Yeah. So now I'm glad you touched on a point, because one of the things that I look at, one of our big problems, no discipline. Whether on the
Courtney,
field, off the
Courtney,
field.
Courtney,
Yeah.
Courtney, as with the panel, as with the panel subject there. So wait, them not have them not sign the certain contract with the players as so code of conduct because up here you have players code of and you have coach players of conduct. So certain line, oh, you can't get out of the line there, and you can't come. Make no excuse, because it was signed before you even sign a contract. And knowing those clubs is professional, they're supposed to have a code of conduct for the players, for the coaching staff. So with him now, him break for him code of conduct because I know certain things supposed to in it. So I was wondering to myself when I sit there watching, so certain that means that certain things are in place. Yeah, welfare officer in place as well. So the welfare officer come at the match. No, because of the welfare of the player. So as me say, me don't know because me always say if me should have come anyway. If those things are in place, nah, go work with you know. Club, this is what I want in place. If them under age 15 or 16, the parents come in. You work at this level with me, you have to sign the code of conduct and the parents code of conduct too. So the parents can't just come and blast us. So sir, as me say, maybe show me in a different country and me look on it different and we'll go different. And I will say we have the development, maybe that may take a time, but my feel say them things have to start implement to the players them. Make the players them look on it as a professional. Don't look at it as we just all play for Arnett, we play for Boys Town, we are play for CC and with Rere. You have to start set that discipline there. You depend the road at the same discipline. Do nothing different, Cause you under although you're the outside, certain discipline you have to still have with that, So I can't say, yeah, cause the reputation of the club you look on now, Yes, so when one player up here, get out the line. See how the newspaper full up with this, that. And so if you're gonna do it professional or even try to go professional, those things are in place for the players because them representing the club, and you know what? Them good enough to represent them country. So where is the role model for the next generation of kids who come up and I look on those Jamaican play? So certain aspect of it, as I say, we come see it different. Certain things have to put in place. Change the mindset of the players. And make them say football is not just about go out there and play and come home. Football, no, this is my job, this is my career, and this is my future. And about just go kick the ball now. Yeah, this is my livelihood. Them have to put that aspect there in the game with the players, and make them look on a different aspect. And not just look on me, go kick some ball and score 2 goals. So them thing there, JFF them have to consider how we put that in place, or we put that in the club. So sir, and the thing we made it, in my opinion, I feel say if you ever play a premiership, you should have a stadium. If I never mind say 3,000, but you should have a proper structure in place. If you win the league and you don't have none of that, you have a venue where the spectators are safe and the players are safe as well. So certain things, look at tweeting, that's that. Yeah.
Okay. I know we can't go on forever because we have been going on forever. Can I ask everybody to do a wrap up for me, starting with Franco?
Well, first, I want us to make this thing here touch the mindset of the JFF because the turnaround need to start with them. Them are the governing body of football in Jamaica. So anything we're doing now and beyond, it have to be a message where I reach out to them. I remember recently there was a program I was listening to a former Clarendon player and Jamaica player, Lenny Hyde. And he too had the mindset that the football need to change. So go back to the grassroots. We need to have the guys, the school boys, them who play Manning Cup, the Costa Cup. We need to get them back together in camps so that them become the feeder program, both for the Olympic and the national team. And the whole governing body need to participate in all of these things. I mean, we touched on some good points, but this, send the message out so them can, see we have something, listen. I remember before Chongfa died, there was a video circulating on social media where Chongfa was saying that we need to have a symposium, a football symposium with lovers, football lovers, not administrative people. Lovers of the football game. And he was saying that he was talking to some people to put it together. So people from all over, Jamaicans abroad and Jamaicans in Jamaica can participate and give their opinion and ideas as to how the governing body and the government of Jamaica must develop football in Jamaica again. So, maybe we can kickstart that symposium where football lovers can come on the program here and voice some opinion and see, how far it reach. But we have to do something. Something has to be done. Something has to be done. That's my take on it right now.
Yeah, all right. Just to wrap up, though, the whole idea, as we discuss it, I look at a few points. First, creativity, of the natural talent of the players. Secondly, what I think about, you have to think about discipline. Because if you don't have discipline, you're not going to get anywhere. Whether at work, play, anything, any form of business you're involved in, and you don't have any kind of discipline, you're not going to get anywhere. And, just to really enhance Dan's point about structure. Everything we do, any kind of organization, we have to have a structure, and we have to have systems running these, the structure. And that is one of the things, that's one of the main things that is missing, like with the governing body of the football in Jamaica. They do have a structure, and whatever system that they have right now, it's not working. So maybe these are the points or things that they need to look at, and this is what I suggest that they look at. That if we can get all these things together, get back to the grassroots, then put in the structure or have the structure ready and the systems, well, everything could start anew. And that's my take.
Hello, Dico?
Don? Yes, I'm here. Yeah. All right, I agree with most of the points we have been putting out. But my main thing is that you have to start with the bottom. You can't. The attitude the authorities have going to the stop and going to these overseas players not going to work. You get overseas players and you go World Cup and you play and whatever. So what happens for the next World Cup? You go back to the same thing. So you're never going to have two Jamaican players. If you line up the players them who them bring and ask them to sing the national anthem, them can't sing it, If you them don't even know it. You understand? Them can't show you two reggae moves. Them don't have nothing Jamaican in them. You think them really have Jamaica at all? No. You need to go and start from the bottom and work your way up. It's like a baby. You have a born and then 1 month, 2 months, a year, 3 years, and you grow until you reach 2021. So that is a mistake, and that is all we need for them.
Don still there?
So that's basically my put.
Yes, thank you, sir. Don is gone.
Yeah, no, me there. All right,
Okay, yeah,
here
wrap
my
up. Yeah.
input now. Me I like the federation to have a pilot scheme. I don't know which parish is a parish what is developing youth. Them should have a pilot scheme where them do a primary start at primary league. And that primary league should be a six-a-side. Give the players them as you said, flavors more opportunities. So it's six-a-side, but them can show them flair. After you do that, you start break down and see what support you can get with that first. Bringing coaches from each of the parish FA to save them like the format, then you spread it. So you just start this pilot scheme first. When that you finish with that now, you have a pyramid. You have a qualification pyramid and you have a development pyramid. We start from the primary school. Some people say minor league. It can be still cold, so we can have Pepsi. Then you build the pyramid. And the pinnacle of the pyramid now, it's the premier, not even the premiership, it's the country. Premiership, then your country. So you build that pyramid. So you build the pyramid in a way that each parish involved in that pyramid as well. But the main aim is to start from primary. So you start the primary in one parish as a pilot scheme, then you spread it all over. Then you have a all island final at primary level. So you have changed the mindset, not just to go play a Manning Cup. You have changed the mindset. You know what? I want to represent my primary school. I want to represent. So same way you have the Manning Cup, all Manning, all all the Casa Cup, you have the same thing. So you break it down and make sure say the kids, not the coaches, the kids are enjoying it at an early stage. So you know, so that mindset now start change from primary, so it's a secondary school. Yeah, the development stage still going on. So I feel the primary, definitely the primary level. Then what JDF have to make a pyramid. I don't know, call it something different then. So we can look at the stage, and the next thing where I feel JF should be doing is the website. That website should be looked at. If it's every 2 weeks, change things on the website. Make you get easy contact, because there are people who want to support and help. But when you go on the website, you cannot find a contact. You're not seeing what is going on in the parishes, what is going on in the premiership. And the club, them what in premiership should have a proper website, email address. So them can highlight them players, highlight what the clubs is doing in the community. So as when said, there's a lot of little thing where them need to tweet. Just tweet a little. The JFF, brilliant. Maybe them now push enough, and maybe them now get support with them more. But I have not read GFF. It's just what is implemented within the development at the grassroots stage. We have a feeder program straight to who want to play national program. So we don't have to depend. We are too dependent on others from outside, which we have to stop that now and try and be so self-sufficient. We have enough, we have enough business people in the country. I just go, you go and put it together to attract those investor, attract those sponsor. But we have to start from home. We have to start from home, and that is my input.
Okay, I have one more point to make. I don't know how many of you know this, but in the early 1900s, 1912 or whatever, when America said they want to build the canal, and they chose Panama, and Panama give them a 100-year lease on the canal. And a couple of years ago, the 100-year ended, and they went back to Panama and say, okay, sign up for another 100 years. And the government of Panama say, and the canal people And them say, no, we are okay. We can take over now. And they have taken over and doing fine. The point I'm making is that since Penner and coming up until now, how many excellent foreign coaches have we had? And I think, and that again, that's about 50 years or so. I think during that time, we should have had trained Jamaican coaches that could take over by sticking close to these foreign coaches or building in the contract that they have to create or train Jamaicans the best way they can so they can take over. It is not sustainable for us to be going for foreign coaches every time we need a coach. Part of their job must be to improve the coaches in the country. And apparently none have done that before. And that's a major starting point. Major starting point. Now for my close up now, I am so, as you know, we are way over time and all that. And I'm very, very pleased. I'm very happy to the success of this program today. What we're going to do, we're going to take these ideas that you have brought forward, and we're going to be deal with them individually, so we can have a comprehensive look at each of these, plus some other things that we're going to look at, more management and all of that stuff. So I think today, I don't know what you think, but I think today was really, really marvelous and a wicked start to this, to what we are planning to do. And I thank you very much. So Franco, you can close off for me, please. Franco.
Franco can.
I don't see him. Mr. Quarter like him gone, but I don't see Franco. Franco is still here.
Franco will say, cook, eh?
Franco?
I'm here, in and out.
Well, just stay in to close off. We are closing off now.
Okay. You know, I went to Jamaica one year, and it was I think Manning Cup with a player, Major League, and I couldn't go watch one of the games then, because nobody would take me, because them say, Franco, you don't want to see them games then no more. You're not interested in a polio, and that's supposed to be our feeder program for the national level. So, being something I forgive, man. We have to change. Them have to change the way how them deal with football.
That is what we are here for. So we can do our job and do it well. You know, we can't make people listen or follow what we say, but at least we're putting it out there. Thank you very much. So,
right, man, no problem.
About the next 2 weeks or so.
Because a pleasure hearing your voice.
Yeah, man, anytime.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying what to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what send me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out as